Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd been off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
safety play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Etienne once more. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Swift again on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Austin Seibert on 4th field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run right here with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he is dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make it.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Now Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Foley Fanukasi, the former UConn Husky. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Once again, it's Swift. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. Made his 1st. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lawrence. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That caught by Manhertz. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Charles Harris racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. Third time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On now is Seibert for the Lion field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, so they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shut.